Yeah, and I don't really care about Tlemcen either. Oh man, about that corruption that I didn't want. I think that money of mine's about to go away just rooting out that corruption. Dang. Jake's not greedy, he's just excessively generous to himself. Prussian Confederation seeks Polish support to battle. Poland and Danzig, nice and happy. So what's the story here? I think the Teutons are in a pretty bad state. Pretty damn bad state. It's a lot of Castilians on my border. Please go away. Also, noble rebs in Aragon getting swallowed whole here. Oh, it was a personal union. If and when Castile gets Aragon, they will also get Navarra. And at this rate, Naples. That's unpleasant news for me. Long may they not have opposite gendered rulers. And long may neither of them score a Regency Council. Oh, this is grim. Is there even a way to combat that as the Teutons, or are you just straight mucked? Says Water the Wet. There's always a way out. As long as you have a single edge, you can make anything happen. You just gotta find that edge, and it's often well hidden. As for me, short of using the best CB on someone like Provence, maybe not Provence, I'm a little scuppered for opportunities here. Let's have a look at my coring range. I could get into Italy if I was that way inclined. Not particularly, but the option is there. But down along Africa there is too far out. Gutting, but we'll hold off where we are. No more royal marriage for Navarra there. They are firmly underfoot. It's good to know that you hate each other, though. Then again, Aragon could be a potential ally of mine against Castile. I should consider getting some better friendship with them, unless they wanted to give up some land, but look at that, they do not. Yeah, I think we'll improve some relations with them. Jake, your edge is very hidden in the decisions menu. What, the Mamluk government or restoring Al-Andalus? Probably not any of those. Restart until you find an edge. I don't like restarting. We run with what we have. Lazy diplomats, though. I hate lazy diplomats, but I don't have really much I want to claim. Well, I guess I want to claim Portuguese land. They might hate me, but we could hate each other more. And they don't want to give up that land either, so let's build a spy network. Yeah, before this fires for the Teutons, you have options. Revoke the estates, release Danzig yourself. But the Teutons, they've long had too easy a time in the game. They get some real challenge going on now. Oh, they already sold off Newmark as well. Spent so long looking at the new map that it's kind of different for me looking at this one. But I know everybody here follows every dev diary, so you know what I'm about. Castile, Portugal, Aragon. If I could get any single one of them alone, I think we'd make it work. Alright, Renaissance has appeared. It'll spread to me relatively quickly, I dare say. But let's get an idea of where it is. Oh, okay, that's not so great if it's in so far in the mainland. But we'll make it work. So, states. I mean, I'm short on states. I have little reason not to make these into states. Just means more for me, so yeah, I will make it so. I want all of this, and I will eventually want all of this too, so yeah. Actually saves a bit down the line, saves a tiny amount of coring cost. There we go. It's kind of tempting to trash down on the autonomy as well, but not quite yet. Just need that dosh. N Homan66 says, I love dev diaries. I enjoy writing them, which makes it all the shame that I'm not currently writing them. It's missions and maps dev diaries right now. And Whilst I could certainly write them, it's mostly better, well, entirely better, if those that make the work write about them. I don't even play the game anymore. I still find myself reading the dev diaries, says Big Mick Large Huge. Probably talking about his love for dev diaries and his names. Dev diaries are great. Nobody does them quite as well as Factorio do, but not many people do anything as well as Factorio do. Is the Dahra fort worth it? Not really. It's costing me an arm and a leg. However, I want to keep it there. That's a crap reason for doing anything. It's even in a bad location. I wanted to keep it if the rebels were to pop, because it gives me a bit of control over what they do. They won't instantly take all the land. But those rebs are going nowhere fast. And at this rate I could probably get rid of them just with raising autonomy, even though I don't particularly want to. Yeah, I can't afford all this. We'll just get rid of it. But what I was going to do is state you up, core you up. I can't do any holy orders right now. Glad we were able to do holy orders for Muslims as well. But I don't own every province in these states, and I won't for some time. A rumour is spreading that Fars is going to attack Timurids in a war of aggression. Why would you do such a thing? Probably because you're allied with 3 other Timurid subjects. True heir of Timor. What a great achievement. In that you've really got to achieve if you want that. I think we're long over time for having some stability here. We'll lower the chance of rebels as well. Sirhin's Peasant War didn't last too long, and still fighting it out. Rebels aplenty. Fabricating an Algarve, you already have Reconquest. Yeah, but I mean, why take a province when you could take all provinces? Portugal need to die one way or another, so let's just be sure that we're ready for Algarve. Also, if I were to fight Portugal and I could have either Algarve or Ceuta, I would take Algarve 9 times out of 10. Sure, this is a core, it works for me a bit better, and it's a fort, but it's pretty safe, right? Portugal can't defend this. Algarve they can defend, but if I had it, I'd have my toehold into Portugal, and also more range for coring on them. Still, now I have lazy Diplo once again. Looks fairly unlikely that Granada would want, that Aragon would ally me, you know, what with the relations, attitude, army, navy, religion, trust, and allying the Ottomans. But I'm trying to rebuild the bridges here. God, Naples is such a dirty tactic to go for, but Ottomans are a bit pooped from their war. That said, they managed to score a lot out of it, so they will become ever stronger. And long may Austria remain malevolent, because if Austria ever won't help you, you're going down. The C in Ceuta is not a K, says Kimamoto. If I take it, I'm going to rename it with a hard K. Those underhanded dogs in Castile keep making claims on us. I don't think they'll strike us anytime soon, because we have 3 allies, which are all fairly beastly. Ceuta does give you a really good strategic edge in the fight of the Strait. This is true, but if you don't have a navy, it's not that much of an edge, and I do not have much of a navy. I do want Ceuta, though. Poor Ayutthaya, they couldn't handle it. I guess they got coalitioned. No, they didn't. Oh, maybe the fight has come and gone and they lost their dosh. Bahman is beasting up north, Vijayanagar consolidating the south. Wonder who will come out on top between the two of those. Wallachia getting Hungaried, 99% from them. And France duking it out with the Duke of Burgundy, because Burgundy decided to take Valois and forgot that Provence is allied with France. Man, I love all these moving parts in EU. Love it to bits. That's one of the nice things about taking a break from the game as well. Come back refreshed, renewed, and reinvigorated to delve into it. That said though, I would love to be cracking skulls at this point. My manpower is capped, but my targets are few and kind of far between because of truces. Gujarat gone bankrupt too. I'm not quite at the point where I want to cut off Morocco. I would need them to have very disloyal subjects that tear them apart, and then I would jump on them. But as long as my targets have incredible friends that help them out, not a lot I can do there myself. Lengthy truce with Fazan, courtesy of all that I did to them. The 180 sailors, how generous, game. Now, when people have small, crappy allies, that's a good opportunity to jump on them. England isn't that small or crappy. However, Castile... No, I thought Castile allied with the Pope. Yeah, there we go. Why am I not seeing that? It's because I'm blind. It's Duplo himself right there. Build to force limit, Jake. I did, and then force limit went up. But money situations have changed. I should at least have 2 cavalry, of course, so yeah, let's build up. It's not like it cost me an arm and a leg. This will be all cored up soon. Alright, things look acceptable here. Glad I have the mountainous forts here. Drill your army, Jake. Don't want to spend the money. Do not want to spend that money. I could well need it for getting me out of a really bad situation. I could best CB Mazab and subjugate them, but I know Tunis would be unimpressed by that. Very unimpressed. Let's keep the relations tight. If Morocco were falling apart, I'd be preying on them, but Portugal's the ultimate prey. If they could just need one of these guys to get dragged into a costly war, but they white peaced between themselves. Build up the navy. Yeah, with all these sailors I have, I'd be a fool not to. I don't think so. Jinx, you guys are really damaged and yet still doing that. Get back and get repaired. I don't want you sinking in the heat of battle later on. The money coming in will dry up a little bit. Oh, considerably actually. Still, I don't want you sailing about and failing about. Why EU? Get to the good stuff of Anno. We'll have both today. We got all day. Days off are pretty good, you know. Alright, good enough. I don't want to be losing all this dosh. Ah, the great power of Ottomans have decided to influence our nation, giving us a monarch point in what we have the lowest in. Probably Mill. There we go. They're going to help us out militarily, which is good because Aragon's already at 4. And this is with us punching the estates early on. I feel a bit ill done to. Okay, it seems they want to completely heal up. That's fine by me. It's only costing me tons of money. Right, those rebels wish to pop semis of all of these places, including this place that I want to core myself. So what I'd rather do is just pop up autonomy. It's hardly costing me that much. I really don't want to pop up the autonomy here in Carcenis. But it's only 5 dev. I will if I have to. But if we get this core done, we can state it and then drop it down from there. The Algerians are far less likely to revolt, so I don't see a point in doing that. Hi Jake, I suppose this is for the Al-Andalus achievement. Don't I already have that? Pretty sure I do. I got it ages ago. That's not the point of it. The point here is my own achievement of getting rid of all these Spaniards. Alright, I'm close to having Ursenis just in time. Jings, Aragon, you look grim. I want a free diplomat so I can choose what to do to you. I mean, I've tried to extend the olive branch, but he's having none of it. Also, I don't have that many provinces, just enjoy some flu. Also, yeah, I don't think this is going to work out too well for me. But I could take a chance. I do like it. Nah, forget it. It's not that valuable a province, just chunk up the autonomy and be done with it. There's a lot of achievements I don't have. I used to have 100%, and then Wiz, when he led the project, decided that what must happen is I can never have 100% achievements again, and thus achievements started getting added to EU at a rapid rate, more rapid than I can complete them. I hope to have 100% another day, but that day probably won't be today. There's not really much point stating this right now, is there? Well, I do want it, so let's make it happen. Tragically expensive. A world without Spaniards, imagine it. No one would have known about the Spanish flu. That name is misleading. If Togurt gets involved. But Mazab. Basically I want all of this, but this lengthy truce is getting in my way. Now granted I could break truce, but the cost would be... Ah, bollocks. Oh no, those are pretender rebels. If you get beaten up too badly from this, your subjects are going to be revolting against you. That said, let's get a bit further away from these potential revolting individuals. Could you find a way to finagle Navarra to the New World for old times? I want to have some special care given to Navarra. What? Was I just not paying attention to that or something? I swear they were nowhere near revolting. But it's quite possible I wasn't paying attention. Tlemcenis, though, they'll probably go into Morocco, but I will keep my units here just in case. Ah, good idea. I should be handing stuff out to the Ulema so that they can give me some actual dosh from these provinces. None of them are that trade orientated, are they? Well, forget the protectionism. Alright, we're ready for them, but in a best case scenario they go over to Udja, since they are Tlemceni. Well, we'll see, but if they do go there, then that's good news for me. If they don't, then it's not great news for me, but I will survive. I am a survivor after all. Ah, damn. Oh, this could be the opportunity that I'm looking for, though. Right, let's start building a spy network on Morocco. Moroccan armies will get trashed by these pretenders. Their subjects will become more rebellious. I will cut my ties with Morocco as their only ally. Tafal, Sus and Marrakesh will jump on them, and then so will I. Delightfully devilish, I dare say. Ah, bums. Right, they do want to come and get me. And I'm not super moraled up. However, I am super led. So they're just going to get ravaged. Yeah, my units ate some big casualties there, but there we go. You want to get cracking skulls, Jake? There you go. Yeah, oh, I'm well aware. However, I need them to kind of kill their army here. There's a good chance they'll be able to defeat those pretenders, given that they're fighting in mountains. Not great for me. Yeah, I was complaining about having too much manpower, so there's that going for us. Looks like he's too shy to attack them despite his advantages. Glad I gave Figwig to Tafilt. Oh, good news for me. Ottomans just scored themselves a pretty powerful march in Crimea. If I'm wasting time anyway, I may as well get claims on the rest of Tlemcen, so it costs me nothing to take all their land. And I'll be taking all their land. Still allied with Togurt, but big deal. I could probably... no, I can't co-bill Togurt. I'll probably just separate piece them. No easy way to deal with that unless I can force them to... Nah, I don't think I can force anything there. Still. Aragon's still got that alliance going for them, which works against me a touch. Ugh, I ain't spending that money. I just got it from selling out. I'm gonna have to do something about this eventually. You can't just let those rebels take your everything, you know? Dahra is... well, both these provinces are worth good money. It's kind of tempting to fork them over to the Ulema. It's not like they have that much influence. And the dosh is pretty noticeable. Not to mention, I have a mission to have the Ulema have a whole bunch of my land. As long as my stability is also pretty high, we can see success here. Gain tax and manpower in Granada. Watch it grow. There we go. Of course, this next one's a way to go. A mosque and 20 development in Granada might be a bit tough to get, since I don't have the tech for a mosque. But someday I will. So I didn't focus on mill. I just do not have the monarch points for anything these days. Keep that no CB Naples in mind. If Ottomans get Aquila, it's curtains for Italy, which would be fun to watch. Well, I think they have every reason to want to fight there, but my diplomats are a touch busy right now. Well, we can at least probe the situation here. It would be great if you could look at this even if you don't have a diplomat, because it's this that you need to hit to do it. Wait, fighting in another war? What are you doing now? Oof, Albania for ambitious people. They're fighting a lot already, and they haven't unified Anatolia yet. They'll get there. But I don't want to slip on the rest of these claims. I also don't want to remain technologically inferior to Castile for that long, because that'll give him a bit of brass to come and attack me. Sounds like a quality of life improvement. If only somebody was working on this. If only. Quality of life's a big focus that we have this year. We've been gathering up those from those suggestions left and right, and that's been coming internally as well. I think I wrote a fair few dev diaries on them. I hear developers watch the stream. Maybe they might be able to do something about that. These cheeky freaking guys. Here's a thought. When does this expire? 64. Okay. I assume that that Morocco took leniency with their subjects to boost that, so... wait, rout the pretenders. Ah yes, we've passed into 1455, and we did not fall into problems, so... Granada can be stabilized. Manpower recovery speed, just what I was claiming to need more of. And if we have a strong claim and legitimacy, we'll be able to make Elghorn even better. The +1 for admin would be a bit lost, but the dip and mill would go a long way, I dare say. Alright, I have what I need to make a claim on these useless bums. The question is what I want. Truthfully, I want Fez. It's their most developed province and all, but Tangiers is where the trade is at. And who doesn't like trade? It's also a decent area to have. Sally could pop up too. I don't particularly want Uja. Now let's start throwing down some claims. They won't be happy with me for this, but you know, what's a bit of friendly rivalry? Is he going in? No, he's not. Oh well, Sus just went disloyal. I could support their independence, but I know somebody wouldn't like that. Oh, I like this. Their subjects are getting all levels of ballsy. Let's get our tech up, because we want to exceed Morocco in that if we're ever going to jump on them. It's their subjects that I would more likely jump on, but I don't have the claims for them. We'll get them when we get through Tlemcen. What about you up north? Oh, Castile is supporting the independence of Sus! Whew, okay. Sorry, Morocco, but I think my friendship with you is over. I need to be able to jump on you at a moment's notice. I will cancel the spy network here. And we shall break up, because I need to be able to attack you at the right moment. Continue building spy network there. May well need it. Bengal's bankrupt. Sucks to be them, but they were getting occupied by some guy I never even heard of. Ooh, Tunis is in a bit of a bother, but I think they'll be able to take care of those. Fars independence movement, not as hot as they had imagined, I think. Did they actually declare that war? Perhaps they lost it. Must have done. Massive truce. Well, they might be bankrupt, but they're still alive. Okay, Castile doing me wondrous things here. You know, I too could support Susi independence, and then I would be in a war together with Castile. Then I'd be able to attack a Castilian ally without Castilian involvement. But the English are still there. Jake, do you still have mill access? I do, but I can drop that at a moment's notice. He'll probably be the one to drop it with me in all likelihood. Downside is I can't see what's going on here, but I can still see this. Sus really want to declare. Marrakech isn't far away, and if Morocco engage with that rebel stack, they are certainly going to be scuppered there. I'm already at force limit, not a whole lot I can do about that. I can, however, make some more claims here. I want this because it gives me border into both Talfit and into Mzab. The Andalusians quarrelling with the Maghreb has always worked out well for the Andalusians historically, says Punk Rock Lee. Ah, but this time, like communism, this time it'll work. Plus, anything to keep Castile not on my back. There's a risk that Castile takes land here, but it's land I would be ill-fit to hold on to. Oh, they're starting to annex Taflit. That is grim, and their liberty desire is still pretty high. But oh, it's not going to take long. That's bad, bad, bad news for me. Dang. Sus. Fight. Fight for everything you know and love. Or we need Taflit to become, well, to desire independence enough that would block this. The iron is hot. Soon you must strike once the truce is over. It's pretty high on the list. Gosh darn it. Right, what I will do is get some eyes on the situation. See as much as I can see here. Sadly, I think that's it for Tefelt. Damn, so that land I gave to them has now gone to Morocco. Still, Sus want to kick their ass. If only there was something I could do to help them out there. Actually, their Liberty Desire just took a massive knock. Wonder what happened there. Well, I guess it matters for naught, because next month they become part of Morocco. However, Sus are not going to let that go. They want independence. They badly want that independence. Support their independence, that'll make them disloyal. They only want support for independence if they already have a bit of it. Morocco cancelled the military access I have. I wonder if Castile's going to, or if Sus are going to have the gall to attack. I could support their independence, but I don't want to. Oh dear. Well, that is grim. Tunis still like me, but Morocco sure don't. Well, that's pretty grim. I don't have a lot to gain by taking this tech. And the tech penalty is not pleasant either. It's only going to grow, but still. Oof. Right, I want Sus to declare that war. However, I don't think Castile really... Well, I don't think. As long as Tunis and I are still tight, perhaps I should do what I can to keep us tight. Mers... Man, I just got the autonomy down here, but we'll have to non-enforce. I don't like them being on my border, whilst my troops sit there with no funding. And remember when I had a fort here?